Hey y'all, how are you? Okay, so it is the last team. I can't even take myself seriously when I do that. It is the last team call of January. Holy baloney, where's the month gone? And yeah, so we've got some great announcements. We're going to start with recognition, and then we've got an amazing, amazing guest speaker who literally has my heart. She is my biz bestie till the day we die, even if she did replace me with Kayla. It's cool. Still love her. But she's amazing. We were in a push thread together and hustled for diamond. We both literally went diamond in 6 days. And so if you are thinking it's hard, it's not. And she's going to show you just how easy it is on any phase of your journey in any walk of life that you have, whether you are working full-time, part-time, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to let her talk about that afterwards, but we're going to go ahead and share my screen. If I can find where it is, downloads. You guys know I still haven't figured out this whole Mac thing. It's like gives me anxiety just even thinking about it. Can y'all see that? Let's see. I'm trying to pull everything up. How do y'all do this? Like my Windows, I felt like was so much easier. Okay.
Just use the little search icon at the top right.
What search icon?
Up at the very top right of your computer, there's like a little search thing, and you can just type in the name, and it'll pull it up.
Presentation 6.01. Yeah, like I would know that. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. So we have got some badasses already locked in Success Club. And y'all, if you're not even on the board, like it does not matter. Literally, I signed up the 24th of December, 4 days, or 24th of February, 4 days left in the month. And I hit Success Club right out of the gate. And you can too. And I know we have a bunch of brand new baby coaches that just joined the team. I don't know how many of them are on the call, but we do. And so don't think it is out of your realm. It is only out of your realm if you don't think it is. So we're going to start with me. I am at Success Club 62. Then we have my wonderful working of the biz husband, who's at Success Club 14. You know, I got to give him a little credit. He did let me use a social. Lindsay, who is at Success Club 8, she is crushing it. And this is her very first month working the business, and she is already at Success Club 8. Alyssa, she literally signed up like the 8th or 6th of January and is already at Success Club 8 and an Emerald coach. And Adriana, who I don't even know if she ever decided to show up on the call. Yep, we got her here, and this is her second month in Success Club. And then we have Miss Brittany Robbins, literally one life away. And I know she's going to do it. I know it. Like, I don't even have to, it's not a question. She's going to change that life, and she's going to get in the club. And then we have 3 amazing people that are so close who have already helped one person. So we've got Aubrey Lee, and then we've got Amanda Murray, and then we have Heather. They've all changed one life. So 2 more until they're in Success Club. And for all the new coaches, Success Club is when you change 3 lives. And so that is basically signing somebody up the same way you did with the challenge pack, with Shakeology and Transform 20, or Shakeology on Home Direct, something like that will give you 2 Success Club points, and 3 lives changed equals your Shakeology paid for and locks you in the club for your Success Club gift. And this month I am doing something special from Amazon, so be on the lookout. All right, let me stop that share. And I'm going to pull up the next big announcement, what everybody is so excited about. And then I'm going to let Brett take it away. Did I just exit out of that? Dadgummit. Y'all, let me get my life real quick. Oh. All right, let's let Brittany do it, and I'll do that announcement at the end because I got to find how to find it. So I'm going to mute myself and let Brittany take it away and let her, y'all get a notebook because I'm telling you she's going to spit wisdom at y'all. All right, love you. Take it away.
Well, thanks for the intro. Oh my gosh, I just got really large on this screen. I need to, hold on. How do you gallery view? I don't want to be that big. Oh my God, that just scared me. Anyway, okay. Sorry, for this portion of the call, you guys are all going to have to be on there. But anyway, so I'm Brittany Kaiser. Like Allie said, we went diamond at the same time. I'm recouping from some really bad allergies, so if I cough, that's what you're getting tonight. But I'm here to talk to you guys tonight about, your limiting beliefs. I think we all have them. A little bit of a background on me as a coach. Going all the way back to when I was, 12 or 13, probably 12, I really started to develop, signs of depression, anxiety, throughout high school and college and up to 2017, off and on suicidal thoughts, just in a really low place in my life. I also have PCOS. A lot of you girls probably have heard about it. Some of you guys probably haven't. It's really common amongst women, which essentially makes it really easy for me to gain weight and really hard for me to lose it. So tried, every crash diet out there. Some things that would work and others wouldn't. I'd lose 20 pounds one month, eat like normal, and it would all come back on. So I ended up finding my coach, Ashley. We have the same upline. Fell in love with her zest for life. Didn't think it was ever something I was really capable of having, but I was really happy that she could be happy. And, I wanted to lose some weight for my sister's wedding. I didn't want to resent the way that I looked in her wedding photos. And so I took a plunge, held on to that 30-day money-back guarantee like it was nobody's business because nothing else had offered me a refund before. I ended up doing 21-day fix. I lost 14 pounds and 14 inches, and the rest is history. I really dove in with 80-day obsession. I ended up getting into, like a hard spot in life, and I had gained everything back that I lost with the couple rounds of 21-day fix that I had done, leaned into 80-day obsession, and I saw results like nothing I'd ever seen before. Not just physically though, because before I had the physical transformation, but at this point I really saw a mental shift. And that is when I decided to reach out to my coach, because I felt like this was something that I needed to share. I didn't ever really go into coaching because I wanted to make the money or have the trips. Obviously, that's not a bad, bonus to this. I just felt morally obligated. I knew that, especially as someone that struggled with PCOS, that I wanted to help people and, offer them something that could change their life the way that mine had been. But as someone at that point who was still, when I started my journey, I was 383 pounds. When I reached out to Ashley, I was still over 350. And I messaged her, literally, I said, I just don't think that there's any way that somebody would take me seriously as a health and wellness coach when I'm still over 300 and 350 pounds. I thought it was laughable, but I had it in my heart to share. And that's when she let me know that my fear was fake. I was just getting in my own way and making excuses basically. But also that, all the before and afters are great. And there's a lot of fitness models on Instagram and they look awesome. And that's great that's where they're at in their journey. But people love real. People love the journey. People love seeing, Charmaine where she's at with, and she's got kids, or they want to see, who else do I know on this call? Lindsay, she's, busy and she's still crushing it. People want to see everyday people doing tough shit because it makes them feel like they can do tough shit. Okay. So let me share my screen here. I've got a little presentation for you guys. Let's see. You guys see that? Good. Okay. Perfect. So this is just all about how to reach your goals by crushing your self-limiting beliefs. It's what got in the way of me starting coaching. I put those to the side. I started coaching. I was a discount coach, but I didn't do anything with it. I announced that I was going to coach on March 28th, which was a Tuesday. I went Emerald that Thursday. I hit Success Club by the 31st of March, and I was a Diamond by April 11th. So it was a really crazy 2 weeks. My first 2 weeks into coaching were crazy. Ashley had told us, Ashley put me and Allie and a couple others on a text thread, and you know, she challenged us to go diamond in a week, and Allie and I text each other separately. We knew each other from the challenge group, but not really. And we said, you know, I think she's crazy, but let's try it. So we did it anyway. So it's just all about getting out of your own way. And it all starts with the power of mindset. Guys, your mindset as a coach is absolutely everything. If you do not have a positive mindset, not have a positive outcome, you know, as a coach, you're constantly asked to get out of your comfort zone. You know, it starts with sharing your story. Then it starts with inviting people to join you. And then it starts with inviting coaches and building your own team and encouraging others to do the same. You know, just as soon as you get comfortable, you take a next step to grow, because you can't ever grow in your comfort zone. And as soon as you get out of your comfort zone, you realize that it wasn't ever really that comfortable to begin with. But a way to focus on getting out of your comfort zone, focus on your goals, is to, you know, set even bigger goals and just tunnel vision in on them. And you have to set goals because they give you direction. It allows you to stay mentally and physically focused on the road to where you want to go. If you guys have no goals, you have no reason to keep pushing. You have no reason to keep going. So, and you know, and Allie, I'm sure, has said this to you guys too. If you have goals, set them and double them. Because, you know, you set a goal, say your goal is Success Club 5. If you know, and this is just a business goal. Same with your weight goals, physical goals. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Say your goal is Success Club 5 and you miss the mark. You miss Success Club entirely. You have your goal of Success Club 5. You double it to Success Club 10 and you miss Success Club 10, but then you made Success Club 5 at least. Say you got Success Club 8. That means you helped 4 people. It means you changed 4 people's lives. But it gave you direction. It gave you a reason to push. It gave you a reason to stopping where you're comfortable, basically. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you hit a goal and you're like, oh, that's great. And you stop and get comfortable. I am totally guilty of doing it. I am, Allie knows this, an 11:59er on the last day of the month, Success Club, more than one time. I swear to God, let's see, March, my first month, March, June, July. Those 3 months, I literally hit Success Club after 11 p.m. Eastern time. So within the last 60 minutes of the month, that is when I changed my last life. Those 3 months. It's horrible. Don't ever do it. I vowed to myself I would never do it again, and I haven't. But it's a reason to set goals instead of letting the deadline creep up on you. And, you know, the thing about goals is a lot of people don't set them because they have fear behind them. They think, you know, what if somebody thinks this? What if somebody thinks that? What if people don't support me? Guys, truth bomb, your fear is fake as fuck. Sorry if you guys have kids around. Fake as fuck. It is not real. It is not serving you. Guys, your fear, your sense of fear, rather, was instilled into you biologically for things that are actually meant to be fearful of. A roof caving in, quicksand, you know, your baby getting eaten by an alligator at the watering hole, stuff like that. That is something that your fear is real. That's a real life situation that you've got going on there. Reaching into somebody's inbox about something that you have been sharing, something that has positively impacted your life, and wondering what they're going to think about that is not fear. That's not fear. It's not doing anything for you. It is not going to serve you. Put in the invite and hit send. Nothing can happen. You're not even talking to these people in real life. You are literally sitting on the other side of a phone on your couch or in your bedroom, or maybe you send invites while you're taking a poop. I don't know what you do when you do it, but like nobody's coming after you. And the worst thing that they can say is not right now, you know, or I don't know, maybe they block you and you really don't ever have to worry about them again. But, you know, one of the most common objections that I have from my coaches and that I had, you know, going into this and that so many people have is, what if I bother them? I don't know, most of you guys probably use Instagram, Facebook. The algorithm is so screwed up these days, that it's difficult. So most of us are pretty Instagram heavy. But we wonder, what if we bother people when we invite them, or, reach out to them, say thank you, whatever. Guys, your page is your storefront. If you're sharing your story, people are seeing your posts, they're liking on your posts, they're watching your stories, they're interacting with you. They know what you're about. Spoiler alert. They already know that you have something to offer. At no point have I ever walked into a clothing store and somebody came up to me and said, I'd love to show you our clearance section, our sale section, or our specials, or something like that. And not once have I ever been offended that they came up to me. Am I interested all the time? No, not always. But I've never been appalled that they reached out to me to look at this. It's just, actually coming into contact with people that are already interacting with things that they know that you have. Whether they're window shopping or ready to buy, that's up to them. But nothing bad ever came from reaching out to them, because, just like I know Allie might have invited some of you guys, probably a lot of you guys, what if she had never reached out to you? Or what if she had never put on her stories, hey, here's the application to apply, and invited you? Who knows what your life would look like then, but you wouldn't be here on this call. And that's the point. And, one of my favorite Rachel Hollis quotes, I need to just put this up on my bedroom wall. I love this quote and I live by it daily. Someone else's opinion of you is none of your business. What people think of you, if you guys are doing what's right, if you are doing what's true in your heart, and you know that you are doing something right, what other people think of it, who cares? Who cares? There are more times than one. I mean, my sister, I love her to pieces. I don't think she's ever commented on any of my posts, ever. She'll like on them occasionally, and I don't hold a grudge against her or anything like that. It's just not her jam. But her opinion of what I do, has never affected my business, because if it did, then I probably wouldn't be here coaching. It's part of, and I find that the more that you guys, especially as baby coaches, you're going to learn about personal development, and the more that you lean into that, the more you really decide to carve toxic relationships, or just toxic vibes out of your life. And this will really come into play more. And the less value that you put into people's opinions and the way that they feel about you, I didn't realize how much that consumed me until I stopped caring. And it took time and it took a lot of work, but I'm so much better for it. Another common objection is I'm not good at sales. Awesome. Perfect. You're great for Allie's team, because I know that she operates the same way I do. And if you're good at sales, we don't want you, because we're not here to sell anything. The part about being successful as a Beachbody coach, or, the way that I feel it should be done. I don't know, there's other coaches that do it differently. But the way that Allie and I were raised by our coach was to just share something that we love. The same way that we'll talk about how there was a great deal at Target, or our favorite Starbucks or Dunkin' drinks. The same way that we share that, we should, not feel differently about sharing something that's changed our life, like health and fitness, or even the coaching opportunity. Allie, she's so wonderful at sharing the coaching opportunity and what it's done for her life. I have been, privileged to know Allie long enough to know her when she was working at her full-time corporate job. And I unfortunately know just how miserable she was. I know just how horrible and toxic and disgusting and awful, awful, awful that environment was for her. And I cried when she was able to retire herself. She texted me and she said, I'm quitting my job. And I mean, that was honestly one of the best days of my life, because my friend got to do something that altered her life. And so her being able to share the coaching opportunity, it's all about sharing stuff that you love. It's not about sharing anything. It's not about, Shaco sales, or, even at the end of the day, Success Club is a great way to measure, your business and because that's how you measure that you're going forward and all that. But at the end of the day, it's just about helping people. It's not about sales. And all of this comes back to personal development. I touched on this a couple minutes ago, but you've got to lean in. Some of these are old recommendations, but they're still really good. You can lean into books, podcasts, self-care. Those are 3 really good forms of personal development. Books, my number one favorite, the first one I ever read, I've read it 6 times now, well, read/listened, is You're a Badass. Girl, Wash Your Face, obviously amazing. I cannot wait for Girl Stop Apologizing. Unfuck Yourself, as is Goddess Revolution. If any of my girls in here struggle with their relationship with food, that one helped me get out of my binge eating disorder that I struggled with for 12 years. Podcasts, my favorite one right now is Empower Her. So good. You Can Sip With Us from Ashley is really good if you need to laugh. Being Boss, and Old National Wake Up Calls. If there is anybody that I know that has watched more trainings, more National Wake Up Calls, more champion page videos, anybody, it's your guys' coach. Seriously. She used to sit in her office at State Farm and tell me all of the videos that she watched for that day. She trained herself to be the way that she is now. It is no mystery that she is at Success Club, 76 now, basically, between you and Chris, 62 and 14. I mean, it's because she poured into this stuff and she made it her brain food. And then self-care, stuff like, whatever makes you feel good. I love to get my nails done, or Allie likes to, get bags and bags of Old Navy shit, or, like whatever makes you feel good. Charmaine loves Target, just whatever makes you feel good about yourself. Do that. Lean in hard. Be selfish about your self-care, because as much as you pour into yourself, it will get back to your business. It's the way that we operate. It's what you do. As a coach, our number one job is to focus on ourselves, because our transformation is how we have something to show people that this works, that this changed our life. This is what we do. And that's why we focus on sharing it so much, because we think it's so important. And, finally, it's just all about loving yourself. If you love yourself, you are going to build a business that will allow you to help others love themselves as well. So that is my presentation. I can do a little Q&A if you guys have any questions. Feel free to unmute and
so I want you to touch over, because I know you touched over, but you've worked a full-time job this entire time, and it's a super demanding full-time job. Her mom owns a gym, and she basically does everything but wipe the kids' butts at that gym. And so she was able to do all of this on top of working insane hours at the gym, on top of, literally having to do her workout sometimes at midnight just to get it in. And so I'd love to you to touch over just how you made that work in your life, and how maybe you broke up your day to make it obtainable for you to be able to achieve these big goals with your busy schedule.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, part of my job is I literally day to day, I have no idea what my schedule is going to look like. Sometimes it's 10-hour front desk shifts, but throughout the week, I usually work 50 to 60 hours, anywhere from 5 days a week to 7 days a week. Just depends on who needs me where. I'm like the Band-Aid girl. I just go where people need me. So, a lot of that means that sometimes I'm there at 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes it means I'm there until 10 o'clock at night, usually at least until 8. Like tonight, I didn't get home until 8:30. I've got my dinner sitting right here. And I have a workout to do after this. So I will be doing a workout at probably 10:30 at night. But it's what I do. So like Allie said, I've worked these crazy hours going Diamond, and I just really had to, Diamond and beyond, really. I still have my full-time job. I focus on scheduling and Power Pockets. And so as far as scheduling go, I have hours that I'm unplugged. I almost never post on my stories before noon unless I'm at work. And not that I'm completely unplugged from my phone, but I'm pretty unplugged from social media unless somebody, messages me and needs they're enrolling or something like that. Then I'll message them then. I have hours that I work. I work a lot on Sundays. Or if I have a Saturday off, then I'll do, 2 or 3 hours of hardcore work. But every day I try to get in, and I'll set a timer for 4 15-minute hustle power pockets. And in these 15 minutes, like, I could get carpal tunnel. I'm typing so fast. I am working my butt off. I am not scrolling through social media. I am inviting, I'm getting out share cards. I am talking to people, making connections, following, commenting, all of that. But I set 4 15-minute alarms a day, and it allows me to be flexible with where I have them, but I check them off and make sure that I get them done. Maybe it's a couple back to back. Maybe it's 1 in the morning, 1 at lunch, 1 before dinner, and 1 after my workout. But those are times that I am focused hardcore into what I'm doing, and I will not do anything else those 15 minutes. But leaning into stuff like that, those little tools, those have helped me continue to be successful. I've been at Success Club 10 plus since September.
What did you say about share cards?
Oh, share a cart.
Share a card. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a cold. It probably all sounds the same.
It's fine.
So one thing I do want to touch on, like, y'all, and as she's saying, like, her dinner is still sitting there. Like, I always talk about the sacrifices we have to make as coaches. I mean, we all have to make sacrifices. I have to make sacrifices. I could be downstairs vegetating on the couch watching some trash TV show, but it's like we're making sacrifices to be the best as possible. That's why we're up at, I know Adriana's up almost 11 o'clock and the rest of us are 10, 9, whatever. Sometimes I would FaceTime her and she would not be eating dinner until midnight because of how late she had to work, and then she had to work out, and then she had to do this and that. And so her life, yeah, she's not one to wake up early, even though she's tried, but that's just not her. And so she knows that even though she's not being able to wake up early, okay, that's cool. I can't make an excuse. That means I'm up till 1, 2 a.m. and then she has to go to work at 9 a.m. And so it's all about just finding the time that works best with your schedule. Me, I like to get up balls ass early because I'm a grandma and I don't like to stay up late. But sometimes I do, like on team nights. So it's just all about finding, but also not being afraid to make sacrifices. I always say short-term sacrifice for long-term results. Like, we got to make short-term sacrifices for right now, for a year to 2 years in this hustle season, to be able 3-4 years down the road, be able to take a full day off and go spend time with your family because it's your job, or go on a week-long vacation and not miss a beat because your job, your business basically runs itself because you've built such a sustainable downline. And so I don't want you to be thinking about, oh my gosh, well, I could be watching The Bachelor right now because I know it's on. I want you to be thinking about, God, just think 3 years down the road, like, I could have like Bachelor money, like, or I could be, building this empire and just living a life I ever wanted. I don't think The Bachelor is going to give that to me, And so I love that she just said that, like, her dinner's still sitting there. And that reminded me just of all the late nights that I would basically gripe at her for eating dinner at like midnight and all that. So I want y'all to not look over that. Like, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, well, it's Allie's successful because this is her full-time job. Well, it hasn't always been my full-time job. As she says, like, I used to work, 40, 50 hours a week. And Brittany is living proof that she's doing this, working those 40 to 50 hour weeks with commutes and spontaneous schedules, and her job comes home with her because it's her mom. And so it's like she's living proof that you can do this as long as you are disciplined and know that it's going to take sacrifice, like some cold meals,
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Like Ali said, I am so not a morning person. I am not a morning person so hard. Like,
I try to get her to be.
I really, I wake up at 8 every day, and that's and I have 7 alarms set. My poor future husband, I swear to God, whatever poor soul he is, he did time in another life because he's going to have to deal with my 10,000 alarms that I have set. I don't even know what to do. But because of that, I come home from work at 9 o'clock at night. We were doing 80-day obsession. Cool, sweet, hour-long workouts. Love that, Autumn. Thank you. I get in and I fight with those damn bands for an hour, and then I sit down at my table with Recover and my dinner, and I FaceTime Allie for 2 hours and we set invites together. And that is how we went diamond in a week. We refused to let ourselves make excuses. And we worked really hard for a week. And then we spent the weekend in LA with Autumn and Carl Deichler, the CEO. And then suddenly that week of hell wasn't so bad. And every time that things get hard for me, or that I think, like, oh, burning the midnight oil, or, there are, days that I wake up early because I know that I have a long day and there's no way I'm going to want to do my workout even now it's 20 minutes. When I get home, and I do work out early and I get it done, and I make these sacrifices because I think, what if I just quit now? I don't know what my life would look like. I'm not terribly interested in seeing what it looked like, but play along with me. What if I did? And then somehow I got this crystal ball to see that 1 year from now, 2 years from now, I was going on this top 10 vacation with Allie, my biz bestie, the same way that Ashley and Emily are going on their top 10 trip. Guys, Emily Favre, number 3 in the network, spoiler alert, this time last year, she was the exact same rank, exact same position as me and Allie are in right now. She just refused to let people work harder than she was. So whenever that grind gets tough, I think, I've made these sacrifices and little periods of time in my life. And I'm thankful, to have people around me that are understanding, like my family. But I know that the second that I sign off on this house that I'm fixing to buy, hopefully in the fall, that I'm able to sign up for or save up for right now, or the fact that I, at the end of last year, I am so excited about this. I was able to tell my mom for her 50th birthday, which isn't even until next month, that I am taking her to Vegas for the weekend for her 50th birthday, all paid. We're staying in this penthouse Airbnb. It's going to be amazing. And she doesn't have to spend a dime of her money on it because I worked really hard. And I get to do fun things because I worked really hard. And because, I check in on my girls in my accountability group and I see them kicking ass. And that's all because I worked really hard. So, it just, sometimes, you have to take a step back and get a little perspective on it. I know I get down. I missed Success Club completely August. I let some stuff in my business really affect me, and just a lot of self-doubt. And then I had to give myself, a major can of whoop ass and get back in the game. And like I said, I've been at Success Club 10 plus since, and it's just all about commitment and, your level of, or how you approach this at the beginning of your coaching journey versus how I would approach it now is very different. At the beginning of my journey, it was very much so, looking for people to join me and inviting that way. Now I invite based off of my results. And, as I become more successful as a coach, I'll be inviting to the coaching opportunity based off of my success there. So it's just all about digging into where you're at now, because where you're at now is extremely relatable to a lot of people. You might think that you don't have a story, but you do. And there are people out there that need to hear it. I am living proof. Like I said, I had the lowest opinion of myself. I thought people didn't even care if I was gone. I literally had my suicide planned out. And then I ended up getting sucked into Ashley's Friday Faves videos about beauty shit for, that was the thing that kept me holding on. Priorities right up there. But it's these little things. And, who knows what would have happened if she didn't go live and, share her Friday tips for that week. I don't know, but I'm thankful that she did.
So you brushed over invites there just for a second. Can we elaborate a little on there? What did your invites look like when you first started out as a coach? And maybe a little bit, it doesn't have to be verbatim verbiage, but what the verbiage kind of was then versus what it is now that you're going off of your results versus when you were going off of just your story.
Yeah, absolutely. So towards the beginning, oh my gosh, towards the beginning there, I wasn't done with 80-day obsession. Like I said, I had results from 21 Day Fix and everything, but I kind of reneged that, falling back into old habits with, like I said, I have binge eating disorder and all of that. So I didn't have really a lot of results to vibe off of. I could talk about how I felt really good, but that was about it. So a lot of it was I was, inviting people to join a challenge group for or accountability community to do it with me, because it's fun to do it with friends. It's good to do it with other people. It was a small space and people could get to know each other there. So just, like-minded women, I wanted accountability, come do it with me kind of thing. Now that I have results, I've talked about my journey, people see, the phases of life that I go through, the season of life that I'm in, and now I get to say, hey, this is what's up. I have a community full of women that are doing the same thing as me, as you, all walks of life, different jobs, some moms, some not, some in their 50s, some in their teens and 20s. But we all have the same goals. I'm proof that the products work. These are my results. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Why haven't you said yes yet? That's where I'm at, same as Allie. So you can really just cater everything to where you are now. I think that a lot of people, and I know that I go through this with my coaches, is they send out their invites and they tell me, I'm not getting any responses. I'm not getting any traction. I'm not, my wheels are spinning. I don't have any people to invite. That's a lie. Don't even say that. You haven't run out of people to invite, I promise. There's people in Kroger that you guys haven't talked to, Target. I know you all spend all day there. You have people to talk to, okay? You can hit Success Club. So, but, they come at me with that, and I'm like, okay, well, send me your verbiage. What are we talking about here? And, a lot of it sounds a lot like the scripts that I see and, from coaches. And the scripts that we put out there are great. They are meant to be tools. They are meant for you to use. However, if the script sounds a whole lot like a script and not like somebody talking to them, I feel as though if I were to read it coming into my inbox, it would be something that I thought was automated, something that I thought was sent to everybody, something that I thought was copy and pasted. Please, 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 for the love of God, if you are struggling with your invites, I ditched the whole hey girl thing a long time ago. I always say, like, hey love, because that's how I talk to people in real life, or take the 2 seconds to click on the person's profile and find out their freaking name. Like, I swear to God, like, you literally click on their Instagram handle and you can say, oh, it says Lindsay. Oh, hey, Lindsay. They actually care, about what you're saying. Or, say you have, a script, an outline of cater to you, sounds like something that you would say, is something that you would say. Throw some emojis in there. I don't know. Say, hey, Lindsay, put your script in there, send. And then in the next comment, talk about something on their profile. People love their dogs. People love their kids. People will always respond to you if you compliment their kids. It's a fact. It's a fact. Same thing with their dogs. If somebody commented, I don't really post that much about my dog. She's way too busy for me. She does not like the camera. But if somebody comments on my dog, I'll be like, okay, I can be friends with this person. Or say, oh my gosh, I saw this sweater in your stories. Where is it from? Act like you're genuinely interested in their life. The point where I see coaches losing traction in their invites is when it starts to sound like something that they would send to everybody. And it sounds like they are just digging the bottom of the barrel. They're doing whatever it takes to hit Success Club or something like that. Be confident in what you have to offer. Be confident in how you're going about it. And be confident that even if there's a no or a not right now on the other side of that invite, that there are people out there. Because the loss of confidence will do more destruction to your business than anything else ever could. No amount of no's will ever hurt your business worse than you showing a lack of confidence. There should be no lack of confidence. Guys, you're doing your personal development daily. You are regularly transforming yourself. And I know that every single one of us has all said at the beginning of our coaching journey, and we can't forget this, if I could just change one life, it would all be worth it. Or the first time that you get progress photos or a thank you from somebody, even if they aren't a challenger, and you think, this is what it's all for. This is what it's all about. This is all I ever need. Hold on to that, okay? That's, just the more that you hold on to the true meaning of this, the more you're confident in your ability to help others, people will come. People will come.
I love that. And oh my gosh, that just, and it's literally the core of everything we do. It's just like, we're not here to sell lipstick to somebody or sell a hair curling iron that they really don't need that's overpriced. We're literally here to give people their lives back. Because that's what it did to me. That's what it's done to most of y'all. That's why we're not here to sell anyone anything. And that's why our thing is not just going to go away like the next overpriced hair tool or lipstick or whatever the case may be. Like, we're just here to change people's lives. And so I love that. Does anybody have any questions for her? Like, it doesn't have to be this related. It can be anything. You can pick her brain on anything. We've got about 5 minutes and then we'll go into the big news. Anybody?
How do you, am I on?
Yeah, you're on, girlfriend.
Okay, sorry. How do you, so like right now I'm kind of at the point, this is like ending my first month of where I've really worked my coaching business. And I've kind of gotten to the point, like you were mentioning earlier, where I feel like I've run out of people to invite. Like I've gone through my social media and the people that I know and my friends. And so like right now I've been working on my list. And so, I start with people that have liked my post or that are following my stories. But I just feel like my list is getting smaller and smaller and I'm really having to dig. So it's taken me longer than a 15-minute like power out or 15-minute little time pocket to find these people. And as you've mentioned, I am busy, but I am willing to make sacrifices too. But I just want to be able to work harder, not smarter, within a smaller period of time and not take 2 hours trying to find 20 people
Absolutely.
to talk to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally get it. I went diamond with 200 followers. So, it's just, all about finding people. So one, if you feel like you've gotten to the end of your list, I started my list back over. And what I mean by that is when I started doing all of these invites, I've got goals. So I've got my list of girls that I've invited. And I got to the end of that list and I thought I was out of people and I started right back at that first person.
And I'm living proof because I was there when she was doing this.
I went through everybody that said no or not right now or, said that they don't have the money. Hey girl, I just want to, don't hey girl them, whatever. Hey Letitia, whatever. I wanted to see how, things are going. You said that, money was going to look better at the end of the month. I know that you have goals. We talked about how you have these goals. I believe in your ability to crush them. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. Like, let's do the damn thing. You have nothing to lose. So I started back at 1. Really popular right now. You guys have probably heard the 5-3-1 method, like, what is it? Like 5 comments.
I teach the 3-2-1 just because I think 5 is, I do
5
3.
Is a lot.
So you like 3 people, you like 3 of their photos, you comment on 2 of their photos, and then you send them one genuine message. But that's like the same thing. Like I was with Brittany like hustling when she was like, I don't have anybody else. Like I don't have anybody else. And she would literally just go back in her friends list and literally just go from the top to the bottom. And so like, that's just kind of.
Go to the bottom of your inbox, and it should take you a while to get there. But, another way, and this is something that I've gone through with my coaches. Jeez Louise. Oh, it's like he's pulling up my inbox. It's Allie. Mentioning her story. I'm just going to show you guys how to work smarter, not harder. Okay. So hashtags, Instagram is regularly, and You guys have heard me talk about this, the algorithm on Facebook. It sucks. But Instagram, theirs isn't too hard to work around, but it does evolve regularly. Right now, I'm noticing that, hashtags are kind of like, you have to be like really careful about which one you use, how many you use, all of that. So I have, because I still 531 people or 321 people, whatever, I'm still working on finding people, is I've gone to places. So just for shits and gigs, I'm going to, in the next 60 seconds, I'm going to find 3 people. So, let's see. We'll just do the location for Lexington, Kentucky. So, going to be close to me. Fun fact, I have 0 local coaches. So this would be cool to find somebody that's close to me. Instead of the top people, I'm going to go to recent, because top is going to have people with a bunch of likes. I don't want people with a bunch of likes. I want an everyday Susan. Let's see. Who is this girl? Okay, well, she posted a picture of Oreos, and I like Oreos, so we're going to go there. Oh, cool. It's Laura. She likes foods, dog, design, beer, adventure. Cheers. Cool. Follow, message. Done. Let's see. Oh, she's cool. She's got a filter. Catechus, Kara, Elise, world's worst picture taker, Lexington, Kentucky, nerd, professional slug. That's pretty baller. Cool. Follow, message. Done. It's that simple. And it's really just.
But you're not messaging them to invite them. Let's switch over that. Yeah. We're not going to invite them.
Don't be weird.
Yeah. We're just messaging them to strike up a conversation, yes, gain that relationship, yeah, and then you'll go back and invite them a week or 2 weeks later.
Plant the seed.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Think about when you're making a garden. You can't just put a bunch of shit in the ground and be like, whoa, I got plants and cucumbers and peppers. No, it takes time and it takes effort, and you just have to just drop the little seeds in.
Yeah, like that girl. She said she was a professional slug. Cool. I'm going to message her. I'm literally going to pick up my phone and message her and say, I love this, and I think that we should be best friends, because I would love to be known as a professional slug. That's so
we'll
cool.
Start seeing your posts, and then
Oh, somebody put in theirs. They're like, you can call me Beyonce, and I was like, hey, Beyonce, I love that. And then now she's a challenger.
Yeah, right. It's just about it, and it's not about being. I say being less picky. It's not about being less picky in, people that find your niche. Notice I didn't click on anybody that had, I didn't click on any guys. The 2 girls that I clicked on, they're in a demographic between 20 and 40. I have people outside of that demographic, but that's where most of my people are. And people that food, Starbucks, dogs, whatever, which isn't, that narrow of a thing, but I found people that like things that I like.
Yeah. I always say it's the 2 bunnies. Y'all might not know the 2B mindset, but if you do, we have the 2B mindset is the 2 bunnies, veggies most, water first, veggies most. Coaching is the exact same thing. We have 2 bunnies also. It's grow your network and invite often. Grow your network and invite often. They don't work without one another. They work coinciding together. If we invite too much and don't grow our network, we're going to run out of people. But if we grow our network too much and don't invite, those people aren't going to get helped. They're just going to be there, wasted space.
You know what's going to happen to them?
Invite often. And they become my Success Club points.
Yeah. Yeah. If you grow and don't invite, you know what happens is you go to invite them later and they say, oh, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm already with somebody else.
It's happened to me.
Yourself.
So
I have one question real quick.
You're like, oh, cool, I'm with Allie.
Go for it.
So when the 3, 2, 1, you like 3 things? Do you like them all at the same time? All?
Yeah, you'll just go through 3 of their recent posts and like them.
Yeah, I go to pictures that I actually like. So you
right.
know, I don't know, I saw that you liked on my keto coffee or something. I'm like,
I mean,
or I saw that you liked on this picture of salmon or something. No, I did not. It's stuff that I would actually like on, and I make sure that the comments that I like are these auto ones that you'll see pop in on your Instagram. It's like, oh, cool feed or something. Nobody freaking says that. That's a computer. And or we'd love to have you as a what is it, like an influencer?
Yeah,
You say that.
collaborator.
Yeah, you say
And they're
that.
like, here, just buy these $75 sunglasses.
So I make sure that my comments are genuine and that my message is just as genuine.
Do you do them all in like one, like you go on their page and you do it all at that time?
I just do it all at once. I like that, as if which I did, stumbled upon their Instagram account, thought,
Okay.
oh, I like this person.
Like that's how we I think we overthink it too much when we're looking at it in a growing perspective. Y'all, if you go to my page, you're gonna like, oh, I like this transformation. Oh, this is a really cool photo. Like, and they're not even trying to grow with social media. Like, it's what we do in general. I
do the same thing to Kim Kardashian. So, why not?
And I find also with the commenting, having them genuine, but also ending in a question. So having them engaging also helps with, one, the follow back, and two, the algorithm. It's showing that you're engaging with people. And Instagram likes us to be social because guess what, y'all? It's social media. Sorry. All right. I'm going to end that with that. This was awesome. I do want to go over the announcements. So I'm going to share my screen and Brittany's going to get to see it too. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm like literally about to pee my pants.
Part of this. Yay.
Like, I am so freaking excited. I'm like going to pee my pants. So I need a diaper. I'm just kidding. This is recorded. Okay. So as I went over, let me pull it up. I wonder if I still have it up here. Okay, so for our 2019 Elite Retreat, it will be in either August or September, and we will be going to beautiful sandy beaches, turquoise water, Panama City Beach, Florida. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. So those are the pictures. I've already sent you guys videos because I'm like crazy excited. So here we go. It is going to be August or September, and where is it going to be is Panama City Beach, Florida. So once you qualify, I do require a $50 deposit just to make sure that you're going to go, because I don't want anyone just saying, oh, I've qualified, I'm going, and then drop out. So because I'm going to be fitting the bill for most of this. So that will be that. And then here's how to qualify. So must advance. So if you're currently an Emerald coach, meaning like you're right now an Emerald coach, or you have a lifetime of Emerald, so you're Emerald but you dropped to coach, you must advance to Diamond and hold it for 6 weeks. And then you must also earn and accumulate a cumulative of 20 Success Club points between February and June. So that's basically just Success Club 5 each month. And even if you miss it once and you get Success Club 10, you're still good. I made it the accumulative just in case, like Brittany said, crap happened, but she picked it back up. And so if something like that happens, I don't want you to miss out on the retreat. But I will cover the cost for your weekend when you hit this goal. But I also want it to include everybody else in the downline also. So if you are just like a baby coach and you missed Diamond, but you're still an Emerald, you are still going to be more than welcome to be invited. And so you must advance, of course, to the Emerald rank and hold it for 6 weeks. And then you must earn an accumulative of 15 Success Club points between February and June. But you will cover the cost of your stay, and that's to be determined. It's not going to be 100%, but you will have to cover some of the cost if you only hit that. But if you do advance to Diamond and hit those goals, I'm covering it all. You just come and party with me. This must be locked in, so your rank must be locked in by June 26th. But of course, we're going to probably be shooting for it sooner rather than later, because no need, like Brittany said, in waiting till the last possible second. So this is what our 2019 retreat's going to be. And it's just I'm already looking up photographers. So we will be I'll post that in the group so you guys. So we'll be hiring a photographer and we'll be taking tons of team photos on the beach. This is overlooking the beautiful Gulf Shore. Got my aunt as actually works in the area. So she is a esthetician and spa. So I'm working with her to get us a spa day. And I'm just wanting to spoil the freaking crap out of y'all and just celebrate our team. Like I said, this is going to be our Elite retreat. So once we hit Elite for the year and we're just locked and loaded, we're going to just celebrate, because y'all, that means we're going to be in the top 0.001% of the company. And we deserve that. Like, y'all deserve that, because that is a reflection on how amazing y'all are as a team, not me, but just how amazing y'all are as a team. I'll be the name on the freaking recognition or whatever, but I really wish it would just say like Hustle and Heart Dynasty. And so I'm so excited for Summit because one, most of y'all are going, which you guys already know, and Brittany will say it's a must. It was life-changing for us, and this time it's going to be better because hello, Rachel freaking Hollis. But I will see, we're all going to get a house for Summit, but then we'll turn around and have this retreat and get to just spend time on the beach and get to celebrate each other. And y'all, like this is what builds businesses. I feel like that FOMO aspect is real. Like when you go into retreats, like my business after the retreat in Beverly Hills, like regardless if it was in Beverly Hills or not, like it skyrocketed because it adds that one validation that you're doing something, you're going somewhere, and you get to spend time with like legit your most favorite people in the world, and you get to create all those lasting memories. And y'all, like we hang out every single day together virtually, but do you know the kind of craziness? Like I will have tons of spicy margaritas everywhere and then some regular ones. Spicy is like my new thing now. But I just wanted to go over that, and I'm so excited for it. And so every single one of y'all I know can rank Vance a diamond. And then I'm going to have to get a bigger place because it only holds 10. But I'm okay with having to get a bigger place. But I'm just so excited to be able to do this. And it's only because of y'all's hard work that this is going to be able to be possible. Because, you know, like with bonuses and stuff like that, that's all of this is going to get thrown into helping you guys get there and us celebrating and all. Because y'all, that's what like this is for. Like all those, the money or the recognition or whatever, like does not matter to me as long as I get to like hang out with y'all and I get to just see everybody and just see everybody succeed. And so like I always say, this is never like an I thing. This is always a we thing. And so this is my biggest way that I'm going to be able to show y'all just how thankful I am for y'all, but also just celebrate y'all kicking ass and taking names in your business. So, is everybody excited or no? I mean, everybody, like, I don't see everybody just like, yeah, I mean.
Can you send
I'm
me
so
the date?
excited. I can't wait.
What did you say, Brittany?
I said, can you send me the date so I can crash your guys' party?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can come be a guest speaker. But no, like, y'all, and let me tell y'all, this is possible for every single one of you. Even if it's May and you haven't hit it yet, it's possible. Because, y'all, we did it in 6 days. There's no reason in HE double hockey sticks that you guys are not as badass as we are. And
what does it take to be diamond?
Yeah.
Okay, so a diamond is, so an emerald is U plus 2. I know we have a lot of baby coaches on here, so let me Google it real quick so I can show you. So a diamond is basically just going emerald over and over again. Like that's the easiest way I can say it, diamond coach. And it's basically 12 coaches. Like in the grand scheme of things, diamond is 12 coaches. I'm trying to be able to share.
I think I've got the thing on my computer, Allie.
Are you sharing it? Image. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Can you all see that? So here we go. You've got you, and then you're already going to have one. It's going to be your spouse, so that's going to be on your weak leg. And then you're going to have your mom or your sister, your best friend, whatever. That's going to get you to emerald. So diamond, guess what? You're just going to go emerald again. And then emerald again, and emerald again. That's going emerald 3 times, and you're diamond, basically. Then you've got to work on your 2 emeralds. Your husband's account, sign 2 people under him. That's getting you to that. And then your mom's account, sign 2 people under them. Y'all, and literally this looks, you're like, oh my God, that's so hard. Like, it's not. It's only hard if you tell yourself it's hard. It's 12 coaches. I signed 12 coaches last week. Like, and that's not to toot my own horn, and that's not anything, but it's like you and 12 coaches. So you have until June to sign up 12 coaches, have them all stick for 6 weeks. Brittany, you were raising your hand.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, your 12 coaches, they do not have to be working coaches. They just like people for the discount. I'd be happy to send Allie. I mean, Allie's got scripts for it, obviously.
Yeah. I already have them. It's in the
yeah.
What I send to my people, because it is exactly how I joined. I'm cheap and I didn't want to pay full price for my continuing products, and so I signed up for the discount. The $15 fee
is covered with your
discount, no matter what you're on.
Yeah.
And, you know, it guarantees that other, you know, 25%. Other MLMs I am currently a part of, you know, 60 other MLMs because I don't want to pay full price. You know, you have like minimums that you need to meet and all that. It's not like that with Beachbody. So just say, you know, for example, what I say to my people is, you know, there's 2 ways to enroll. They both
I'm about to show them where they can find.
Same initially. The first one is a preferred customer. You get a 25% discount, knocks it down to this and this, or you can be a retail customer. The only difference is that you don't get a discount. 99% of the time, they're like, hell yeah, sign me up for the discount, because they get the same money back guarantee, same easy cancel, same skip months if they need to.
Yeah. And you can find scripts for all of this on our team page. So if you go to files, and then like you can just click on like 80-day obsession or lift 4. They're basically the same thing, just different verbiage. And then scroll down here, and it says, where is it? Before I send the link, offer this to everyone. And so excited to get you plugged into this group. I will get your name down on my list and help. There are 2 options to order, and it breaks everything down. So there's no, like, it even puts the fee there. And literally I never get any other questions. Like, they're always just like, yeah, I'll do it.
I've never gotten a question on the coach fee ever.
Like Sarah is on the call. I offered it to her and she's like, oh, I mean, it's the same thing. And now she's here. Like, you never know who is going to be the next discount coach turned coach. And she could like the next elite coach. And so I offered to everybody. And it helps with volume, but then it also just helps with longevity. When people know they're getting a discount for something, people are a lot more likely to stay on the product, and they're a lot more likely to show up because they know that they've signed up for this loyalty program, and it adds more emphasis on completing it versus the customer option where, oh, they cancel Shakeology. Oh, that's cool. Like, there's nothing else. Like, it's whatever, you know? And so I always go with the loyalty. So like, if y'all do that, literally, y'all, and I want you to get this embedded in your head. It is you plus 12 coaches. That is Diamond. Like, that's it. It is not, it takes work, but it is not hard. The second you tell yourself that it's hard, you're never going to hit it. But if you tell yourself it's easy, guess what, homegirl? You go and hit it and slay it and crush it and like, and then we're going to be on the beach sipping margs all day. So like, that's basically, I know I'm like so stupid, but like y'all, seriously, like I got myself to Diamond, then I got my husband to Diamond. Like, if I can do it twice, you guys can do it. Like, there's nothing, and I always say this because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. There's nothing special about me. Nothing. I am just like the next average mom. Like, I'm not even the average mom. I'm probably like a below average mom.
Allie, you're not a C student, okay?
No, I'm more like a D mom and a C student. Like, let's just be real. But like, if anything that I can tell y'all is I am consistent. And I believe that is what has made me get these outright. Like, I get people messaging me all the time, like, how do you get these crazy Success Club numbers? Because like, y'all, if you guys saw, I get Success Club like 62 to 80 every single month. That's like, I don't know, like 10 diamonds. Like, I don't know. But like, and it's only because I'm consistent. And every single person that are my Success Club points this month are people I talked to in April and in May. And then the next month is going to people I talked to in June and July. And like, literally just planting those seeds every single day. Like Sarah, I love her to death, but, and I'm going to use you an example. She left me for a while. She was like one of my very first, and then she left me for a while, but she saw me still showing up and still coming in. And she's like, I can't like not do this anymore. Like, I've got to do this. And then she signed up again. Like, y'all, showing up is what our superpower is. So show up, do the work, send the invites, get over the word no, sign your 12 coaches, and come to Florida with me. Like, that's basically it. And then if you say it's hard, I'm going to. You see this big, thick-ass planner? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I hope y'all are excited because I'm so excited. I am putting the deposit on it, which is like makes it real. So I better not be the only one in Florida. Like,
I'll come with you.
I'll be crying. Do you want me to cry? But I'm going to let y'all go because holy crap, this call went long. But I hope it was valuable. I want to thank Brittany so much. I know I got a bunch of great little nuggets, and I hope y'all did too. But I hope just in anything, she instilled that you can do this whether you are at your goal weight or you are 200 pounds away from your goal weight, or if you are, you know, in the best life, like feeling, or if you are in the deepest, darkest depression, that you can do this and that you don't have to have some epic before and after to go diamond, because you don't. So I love y'all. Do we want pictures? Does everybody want a picture?
I need a picture.
Turn on cameras if you can. Oh, guys, I'm like sweating more than like, I don't want to say it because it's recorded.
Fix it to where everybody's showing, because all I see is Brittany. But I love you, Brittany.
Oh, well, it's because I highlighted you.
What?
You were
Sorry.
big the entire time, Brittany.
Now all I see is you.
All I see is you.
You
see it?
have on speaker here.
Do you see everybody?
Charmaine, you can fix
Oh,
yourself.
gallery view. I found it.
God.
You guys got to switch it yourself. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right. I love y'all. Bye.
Thank you guys.
Bye.